Hi, welcome guys. Welcome to the podcast. Estamos aquí en el carro de Brian, and we're setting up differently from the first podcast because we're trying something different to see how we roll out this sound and how we roll out the video, and hopefully it comes out nice. Or if you like it, let's see how this one goes out.
We don't have the cup though. The cup of
Of that.
things. So we chose the topic beforehand.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be talking about what we've been working on this year, and we're excited to share like the ideas we have and where we want to go with the podcast as a whole as a production.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to share?
So for the last how much, 4 or 5 months,
Mm-hmm.
or what is it, like May basically, like 5 months.
5 months, yeah.
Can't do it, man.
5 months.
We're thank you, invisible producer in the back.
Miss
We've
Lizette.
Miss Lisette. She doesn't want to see her. She doesn't want to show her face. But if you want to see her, be on the lookout for the production company's channel where you'll get to see her act.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, the podcast is part of a bigger thing, which is a production company, and then the production company has other things to it. So it'll have like actual productions. So this is kind of like a production, but a low budget production
For now, so it
for
can.
now. But then we also have like things like we're starting to work on our script for our first short film
Mm-hmm.
through the production company, and that's like the more production esque stuff, like the podcast and the reels that you'll see. But then we also have another video dropping, which is technically we didn't film it now. It's like I think I kind of mentioned the retreat video was filmed 2 years ago, but that's part of the other side of the production company, which is like a lot more fun stuff, a lot more like less scripted. I just say
Yeah,
it's not scripted. It's
it's
like
more
not
vlog
scripted.
style.
It's more vlog
Uh-huh.
style. Some of it can be like more production esque, like if we're sitting down and doing something at a table, then like
Mm-hmm.
obviously we bring in cameras and set it up. But sometimes it's just like the retreat video where we're just recording on a camera all the games and the stuff that we did.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be a little bit of both. It'll be like higher production stuff, but also just more chill stuff. So there's a blend and all that. Because at the end of the day, we're all um interested in the production side, so we want to keep doing that, but that just takes like forever to do,
Yeah.
like short films.
So we're excited to also launch the podcast with and just have a conversation and also discover how we can create content with our voice, with our audio, and filming it as along the way, just like seeing how this works.
And then episode 1, then what episode 2 looks like versus like what episode 50 looks like.
Yeah,
And
like how we grow.
episode 50 is going to be in a tree. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Huh?
That'd be kind of cool.
What?
A podcast in the tree.
What do you mean in a tree?
Like in a tree, like in an act, like we climb. Oh, man, I was thinking we're Tarzan. Like tree houses, you know?
Why do you want to do a podcast on a tree?
Because it's different. You said you wanted to do something different.
But
If it
on a
wasn't
tr-
un árbol,
how are we gonna get this?
Tarzan.
How are we gonna get the equipment?
You get those like tripods that bend, and then like you hook them onto a camera, and you put GoPros. It's just an idea, but
Okay.
be on the lookout. Episode 50, up in a tree. If you tell them like to watch along and listen by episode 50, I don't know, maybe you'll have the budget to be in a tree. Or
What about the
normal.
sound? The sound would be horrible.
We plant a train of production. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh,
You rent out a production, like
like a
production
set?
stage, and then you set it up to look like a treehouse.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I can see that.
That's totally what I meant. Not
No,
not
you
a
meant
fucking
you actually meant
just
a
go to
real
a tree
tree.
over there.
But yeah, I think it can evolve to something. Right now we don't have like a set, so we're discovering how we can um do this podcast and to the best of our ability and just create content.
That is a character of everything we've been doing for the last 5 months, including the the reels and including just the whole production company, it's kind of like we don't know what we're doing, or we do know what we're doing because
We know what we want to
we
do,
we
but
know what we want to do, but obviously there has to be some planning and all that. So
hmm
we do know what we want to do.
yeah,
It's not we're just like let's pick up the camera.
no,
No, you can't do that when it comes to making like good production as stuff. You need a
hmm
lot of pre-production, but for now at least we're like, oh, I don't know, because remember the first reel we did was awful. Like, I mean, I thought it was awful.
which one?
The
The
first
first
reel
reel.
was so bad. Like the sun was in my. I mean, I think yours looked okay. Like it didn't look that bad. Camera was out of focus sometimes for you. I think Lisette probably had like the best out of the three of us, or at least her angle.
hmm
But compare that to like the beach one and how nice. Oh, we had an actual DP on set,
hmm
but that looked so bad compared like at the beginning, and now they've just gotten kind of. It's like they've gotten kind of better as we've
Yeah,
been learning and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, we're like actors,
yeah, and we're
so
learning as a
we're
way.
just learning about like I've learned a ton about sound and a ton about filmmaking. I know a little bit about filmmaking, but never had to be hands on because you just sit and wait your turn to go on set, you
Yeah,
know. But being able to actually make this stuff would be pretty cool. And it's, I mean, this podcast is me and Umberto right here, but we do have a team behind us. Lisette's right there. We have other people who are going to be involved in the production company.
hmm
There's not just us two.
yeah.
People that know what they're doing.
We're just
Cause I don't. I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I'm
hmm
kind of just BSing, which is kind of
hmm
most people at our age. We just kind of BSing.
yeah,
Like,
and it's pretty much because we wanted to get the ball rolling, and we had agreed that we wanted just to start this idea of the production and this concept, and bring people along the way that we trusted, and bring people along the way that we know they're passionate about creating stuff, and that want to create stuff, and that have skills too. Like some of them know how to write, some of them know how to direct, some of them are good at directing, and that's also pretty cool to be able to collaborate with other creators who are Latinx, Latine, and they have a passion and drive for this. So it's pretty exciting stuff to be able to do
and
stuff.
they're all friends, so.
Yeah.
Cause,
So
cause like sometimes you get like with other people. That's well, at least with me, when you get together with like other people that create and whatever, it's like you're just kind of like, oh, you're just creating. But then I feel like when you get together with other friends, it's like different because it's like it doesn't seem like you're doing anything that's like, I don't know. It just seems fun, you
hmm
know. Even if you're sitting down and going to a coffee shop and just writing something out, like it's still fun. So I think what helps is that we just kind of recruited different people to help with this. So we're hoping that this grows into something big. Like we have a lot of big plans, and the we're setting down the beginning of it. So by the time this episode, because this is episode 2 technically,
hmm
by the time this is up, I don't know if we'll have the production thing. Because I think we're trying to launch in like June, right? Like we have stuff ready,
yeah,
but we're just waiting.
waiting for the last details to put together so we can start rolling stuff. But we definitely wanted to shoot some reels so we can have that ready, and it's exciting
Yeah.
to look forward to. So what we
So why don't you tell them like what it consists of then? Like what does it consist of? Like what content are we making?
yeah. So for the production, we're thinking that we want to do both professional content, meaning like short films, actually monologues, something that we actually are pushing our careers into the professional um, realm of things in the entertainment industry. And we also want to do a non-traditional route where we want to discover how to do stuff online through TikTok, Instagram, podcasts like we're doing right now, and also YouTube, because we recognize that we can create content with our skills of acting and producing and directing in a much more faster way, faster
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah, cuz I like, so if you're not someone who at all, if you're like searching for a podcast and you randomly stumbled upon this one, and you have no interest in entertainment or don't know much about entertainment, it takes forever to make like a short film. It took forever for us just to film like a minute and a half
Yes.
because there was so much like pre-production that we had to do, like obviously write out the things and all, but then we
Meet
also
up.
had to like, yeah, the constant times we had to meet up, and then we had to figure out where to shoot, and then the
Mm-hmm.
shooting, and then the post production. It takes forever. That's just a minute and a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, picture like a short film, like 20-minute short film. That takes forever, right? It's like you can't do a lot of it, especially when you have a team, a smaller team, and they all have like different schedules, and it's just much harder. So it's just not as consistent. So that's kind of the idea behind doing like shorter, not shorter necessarily, but like I don't want to say low effort. I mean, it's like you still gotta put in
Yeah.
effort, but it's not like there's less planning to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And it's more go with the flow and let's just do stuff. Let's see how it rolls out.
It's more natural,
Mm-hmm.
more organic, non-scripted versus the
Mm-hmm.
other. Everything else is like scripted.
Yeah.
I think the podcast is like somewhere in between though because it's not scripted. We're not reading off a teleprompter
Mm-hmm.
because well, we can't afford a
Yeah.
teleprompter, but we're not like reading off of anything. It's just like
Having a
you're
conversation
just
and
having a conversation.
mm-hmm.
But and I mean, this is as production y as we have it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But in our head, and if we had the right space, which we can kind of make that space, but if we wanted to, we can make it look a lot more higher production.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is kind of in between because at least the sound, we at least wanted the sound to sound
Yes.
decent, versus just plopping
Mm-hmm.
a phone, which there's nothing wrong with that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of like in between a lot of production, right? But also non-scripted stuff.
Yes, I agree.
So that's, yeah. There's a lot that we're trying to plan. It's kind of what is that word when it's kind of like you're hinting at stuff, but like not mysterious.
No sé.
And any of y'all English majors?
No, I'm a Spanish major, so I don't know.
Okay, how do you say it in Spanish?
Well, but what are you thinking? What is the word? What is the thought?
I'm like hinting at stuff that we are doing, but not giving it away.
Like, estás dando ideas, estás dando como pruebas.
How's I
No,
wanted
no,
to say
like
Concealing?
conspicuous.
Mysterious?
Is that the right word? Conspicuous? I don't know. I'm not an English major either. But yeah, it's kind of like we're hinting at a lot of stuff, but giving very little detail about the stuff, which is
Mhm.
kind of an overall. But it's just because like you just gotta wait till we actually put the stuff out.
Yeah.
Like we can't. But it should be out very soon. We have
Mhm.
a lot lined up. A lot of cool ideas. And don't ask the name of the production. It should be out by the time, but we'll keep it
Yeah.
until that drops.
Mhm.
So if you haven't checked out the rest of the stuff that we have, definitely check it out after you're done listening to this podcast.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Anything else you have to say about
No,
that?
I think I don't know. I think I like this idea of like sitting in your car, pero we'll figure it out. Si es que se queda o no, pero I think it's pretty cool. Like it's something different, and hopefully it sounds good.
For
And
sure, don't downplay the 5 hours of production meetings we have each day. So twice a week we would meet. So that's 10 hours of
That's it.
production
It's just,
meetings
yeah,
a week.
yeah,
So it's a lot of preparation.
mhm.
yeah,
Just to let y'all know.
it's whatever. I mean,
and that's the set right there.
yeah, we haven't been meeting for months.
Yeah, it takes time. It is definitely time commitment and work and time to plan, shoot,
You know what?
edit.
You know what I think? I feel like, and this could be a completely different topic, but I feel like a lot of online content, like web content, like YouTubers and um, like influencer stuff, make it seem like
It's
it's
easy,
as simple.
but
No,
it's not.
like it's simple to just pick up the camera and okay. Well, it depends if you're like on TikTok and you pick up you hit record and you just do a stupid dance. Like that's
Mhm.
different, right? But like making like good content does take a while. Now add in like because some people make good content,
Mhm.
right? But they're not really film oriented, so they're not thinking about the lighting. They're not thinking about like a lot of other elements. They're not trying to make cinematic, a bunch of other stuff. Some people don't even color correct, So when you incorporate that layer on top of already trying to make it look nice, right? The actual content that takes a while.
Yeah.
So it's not like that quick. I feel like there's a misconception that making content is very quick, and it depends on what content you're making, obviously.
Yeah.
But it takes a while, especially a whole production company.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and there's still, and we're literally like scraping the barrel of, because we're just starting. We're scraping the barrel of all the stuff that we want to do because
There's a lot
we're
of
packed with
things we can do.
ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I agree. The technicality of what YouTubers do now is like very like we don't know what how many people they have working for them. Like all these YouTubers,
Yeah, that's true.
most of them that do actually pump content on a daily, not daily, maybe yeah, maybe even some of them do daily, some of them do weekly. But most of them do daily, and I'm like, at that point where they're doing daily, I feel like they've gotten used to how much amount of work they have to put in, and I'm pretty sure there's a whole production, not like a big one, but like
I have like an
he,
editor, a
yeah, they
thumbnail
have people that are
guy, or a girl.
yeah, that they feel they've connected with and that they can count on, and then they already know their routine. They're like, oh, we're gonna shoot this video. We're shooting 3 videos for YouTube. We're shooting some reels for, and I've heard numbers and they're like 14 or like more like for like TikTok, and they have to make sure they hit like certain numbers for like YouTube, especially TikTok because it's hitting right now. They'll make sure to do like at least 3 a day, and maybe when you multiply that by 7 or 14, which is 2 weeks, like the numbers just are insane of how much they have to pump out. And I do recognize that like YouTubers that are actually putting out stuff daily is it's very, you can tell that they really putting in the work, and also they have probably people that actually are they surround themselves with. They actually want to shoot, they want to edit, they want to be part of the videos, and it's like a whole. They have their own little small teams, like so. I feel like it's a huge thing that it's a big deal when you see creators pumping out videos on a daily, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
That's YouTube. We're not even talking about like whole ass like short films and like commercials. That's a whole different thing. That's
Hmm.
like there's so many moving parts right there. That part, that one's crazy.
Yeah.
How many people are involved in that? But yeah, it takes a lot. So us with our smaller group of people are very ambitiously trying to do a lot, but hopefully the result is a lot of cool stuff. Cause and then aside from that too, like aside from the production, we also have our careers outside of like production, and people have jobs, but by careers I mean like our acting careers,
Yeah.
obviously. So that's a lot.
Yes.
But yeah, is there anything else you gotta say, Humberto?
Mm, no, as of now, no. I think we're still working on what we want to deliver for the production and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Hide and seek in a haunted place coming like in I need to convince people, but that's coming soon, hopefully.
I'll do it.
Y'all didn't
Listen.
even play hide and seek at the last retreat.
I fell asleep.
Anyways. Whatever, socials, blah, 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 blah. Check it out, whatever. I'm gonna go find some new friends to play hide and seek with. I'm just kidding, I can't really. But, yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Stay tuned for episode 3.
Alright, peace.